So I worked retail for years in a mall near the food court and Santa's Village. So I don't do holiday music.
That's up here.
But I will say, if there's something I do like to listen to during the holiday times, there's the Marcellus family, if you know jazz, did an album called Joe Cool's Blues, and it's all Charlie Brown music.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
All right.
You know, you learn something new every day about the people you work most closely with. That was our friend Larry there. But hey, guys, we are almost close to that time. Turkey Day is only hours away. We've been making room, organizing, sorting out space in our stomachs, and we are good to go.
Speak for yourself.
Yes, I'm Felicia Lawrence, John Hanson, Amy Rutledge in the building. We're going to usher this Turkey Day Eve in right.
Yeah, but we just want to note that was Larry, and it was his last day with the Jam today. He's been working with the station for a long time, so we are going to miss Larry. Has done some incredible work on the production side of things.
Yes,
certainly.
Let's move on to another one that we love here in the city of Chicago. NBA legend Michael Jordan. Yeah, he donated a huge chunk of money from proceeds from The Last Dance, which a lot of people probably saw, to charity. MJ gave $2 million to the nationwide hunger relief charity Feeding America, saying in a tweet, in these challenging times and in a year of unimaginable difficulty due to COVID-19, it's more important than ever to pause and give thanks. So just another reason to love that documentary miniseries.
100%. Michael Jordan being much more philanthropic in recent years, which is amazing to see. Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, out of all times, this is typically a time of need, but right now in a pandemic, people are hungry, and you never want to go without a meal, but specifically around the holidays, to be able to provide that goes a long way.
Yeah, and so no good deed goes unpunished. I was reading on Twitter, of course, the cesspool of everything. People being like, well, $2 million to Michael Jordan. He's worth $1.6 billion. That's like $100 to everyone else. And I'm like, first of all, $100 ain't nothing. Second of all, $2 million. Most of these food places can make that into about 6 million meals. So Michael Jordan just fed the state of Maryland today. If you extrapolate that out, that is a huge contribution. Everyone else should put their money where their mouth is too.
And I always hate when people poo-poo people donating because they didn't give enough. Like when Bezos donates money, they're like, hey, at least he's donating. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's true. And this is based off of proceeds from the documentary. So it's all based off of the documentary. So comparatively speaking, it could be a lot of money, you know? Okay. We'll keep it moving. When it comes to people of color, the criminalization of marijuana has led to unfair prosecution. Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx appears in a new documentary highlighting this. Diana Gutierrez sat down one-on-one with the state's attorney. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Felicia. Well, Fox has expunged 1,200 low-level pot convictions to date. That's actually the most in this entire country. Now, in the documentary Smoke, she acknowledges that the system is flawed and that there are challenges bringing restorative justice to the forefront. But the pandemic delayed the state's attorney's office push to wipe clean some of those convictions and related records. And like most of us, the downtime during quarantine was a little bit challenging. Check this out.
Kim Foxx, just out of curiosity, I want to know how you're doing with this quarantine stuff. Are you good? How's everyone at home?
I'm good most times. I have 4 girls who are remote learning, and we've all been together, and my husband, for the last 8 months. And so it's their schoolhouse, it's my office, it was my campaign office, it's my husband's workplace. So we're alive, we're healthy. And grateful that we have the space, but it's more than a notion.
There you have it. And coming up at 6:30, Fox breaks down the importance of a documentary like Smoke and why we need to push for more Black and Brown communities to have the chance to be able to build dispensaries in their communities. But guys, right before the interview, she was like, hold on, let me get these kids. It's so funny to see people working from home in the similar situations that we find ourselves in daily.
That's so true.
Look at Amy's face. She's like, yeah, just like you and me, except me and Felicia are like, what kids? Everything's perfect in our world.
I'm like, hold on, let me get my dog. But it was so funny. She got up off her chair. She's like, let me get these kids. I was like, okay.
I've been fighting with a 10-year-old all day. We're fighting over Wi-Fi and internet usage, and I'm like, everybody get off. I got to show what to do.
I know that's right. Yeah, also seeing her discuss just such a real topic is really important too. That's affecting a lot of people.
Yeah, look forward to the full conversation a little bit later on. All right, so for many people, Diego Maradona will go down as one of the best, if not the best, soccer player of all time. He's basically like the Michael Jordan of soccer, the Tiger Woods of golf, or you know what I mean, the comparisons in the sports. Yeah. The 60-year-old Argentinian soccer legend passing away after suffering a heart attack this morning. Maradona had brain surgery last month and has been recovering at home. Certainly will be missed. They're declaring 3 days of a national mourning, actually. But of course, this thing got to the internet and the story changed a little bit because celebrities started tweeting out tributes and their reactions. And then a lot of people thought that it wasn't Maradona that had died, but it was Madonna. Ooh, that pesky R and the double N threw people off.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. It's right there. It's the third letter. But this is a tweet, Madonna's Law. If people can misread something on the internet, they will. And that's tracking Madonna trending at the same time as Maradona's dying trending as well. There's another one that we got. Madonna coming to crematorium to thank Maradona that he made her trending again.
Oh. Yeah. I hate to laugh, but it is funny.
Yeah. And then this last one, R.I.P. Madonna, Queen of Football, and it's, of course, Lady Gaga.
Okay. I would say this just goes to show you how you need to fact check things you find on social media on the internet because it's not always true.
And don't move so fast. Slow down, people. I knew what the story was about, and I went to go read the article, and I read Madonna twice, even though I knew it wasn't supposed to say Madonna. Literally, my brain saw this twice. So our mind playing tricks on us. Everyone slow down, read.
Yes, and Madonna is timeless. That would be a breaking news alert on everyone's telephone. You will find out for sure if that's going to happen, let me tell you.
For sure. All right, guys. Well, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and then most of us will spend the holidays away from our extended families due to the ongoing pandemic. So with Black Friday 2 days away, a new poll is suggesting 40% of consumers will amp up their gift giving to spend some much needed joy, aka guilt giving. Are you guys going to be guilt givers?
I don't get this at all. Like, we are in the middle of, like, you're making up, you're going to buy more gifts for what purpose?
Yeah.
For what? We're in a pandemic.
Like, yeah, but to make people happy that you can't make happy in person, that you want them to feel better, and the only way you can do that is with products and goods because you can't do it with yourself and laughter.
Okay, here's the thing is No. For the first time, we've been given an excuse to get less gifts because you're just going to send them in the mail anyways. You don't have to fake the excited face when you open up a gift that you didn't really want. You don't have to see that person across from you and their disappointed face. So who cares? I'm not saying don't get anything, but I'm saying why are we over gifting in a time that people should be saving their money and not buying into consumerism? Isn't it about connections, not gift giving? Come on.
Well, John, both can be true. Both can simultaneously be true. Because I imagine if my mom lived out of state, I may not be going to visit her, but I still want her to know that, she's loved, that I'm there with her in spirit as much as possible. You're trying to fill a void. So you go with the next best thing, something really, really nice that they might like.
Does your family not like you and give you gifts that you don't like and you have to always put on this fake face? This is what I'm confused by because I know what my family loves, and so I send them things to make them smile and feel better. And so, maybe I miss them a lot, and to make myself feel better too, I'm going to try and give them a little bit more joy and maybe put a little bit more into it than I normally would. Mm-hmm.
Isn't gift giving just a selfish act anyways in many ways?
Totally.
You're just fulfilling your own, fulfilling your own guilt about things is what we're talking about here. You're fulfilling your own feelings of like trying to compensate for something else.
It's not compensating. It's not compensating because you're talking about giving your nieces and nephews a gift. Don't you want to be like, I'm going to be the cool uncle who gives them that gift? It's not like you're like compensating for your own needs. You just want to be like making them happy and then be like, Uncle John, he did it.
Do you want to know the God's
John is just trying to be a contrarian tonight. He just wants to go against us, just to go against us.
He just wants to fire me up.
Yeah, just so he can have something to say.
I don't know. I guess you're kind of right. So I look at my nieces and nephews and their Amazon list, and I have a dollar amount in mine, and I find the coolest gift that's right underneath that dollar amount, and that's what they get. Like, because okay, I got a nephew who's 2. He's not gonna remember a darn thing I buy him. Why do I spend more than $10 on a 2-year-old?
You don't. You know what you get that 2-year-old? You get him plastic cups and spoons from Target, and they have all the cool figurines on them. Let him open them, and he's going to be like, I have big boy stuff, and be super excited. Yeah. And you spent $10.
Yeah, the 1-year-old in my life, I got him books. So, yeah, it was a boring gift, but it'll pay off in his future.
I don't know. Deanna, save me. Are you spending more or are you spending less this time around?
Hold on a second. You can't give a 1-year-old books? What?
He got a book.
Okay.
No, give the 1-year-old books. That's the best thing for him.
No.
That's they need an education. Okay.
Well, that's what a book is. It's education.
People feel better. Don't give kids books or clothes. But I do this thing where I'm like, I should probably send them something for not texting back after 3 days. But anyway, let's move on with what's coming up on the Jam. Tips on how to prepare Thanksgiving for one. And as we head to break, I got to show you guys this. Here's a look at the owl that was trapped inside the Rockefeller Christmas tree. We dubbed him, nicknamed him Lil Jam Jam. He's being released back into the wild today. There you go. A whole story. We spent weeks talking about this owl. I mean, come on.
Get out.
Cute.
Bye, Jam
Go
Jam.
back to Alaska.
Stop. We'll be right back.
Everyone check out Krista Green's top 3 trending stories on our Instagram page right now at the Jam TV show. Okay, cooking for 1 or 2 people is impossible, nearly impossible on any day. Throw Thanksgiving into the mix and it's darn near impossible. But Chef Serena Wolf is here to explain why you don't need the whole bird.
I think it depends on how much you love leftovers. My husband has demanded we do the whole bird, so we're going to do turkey chili, turkey quesadillas, all of the leftover turkey things. Otherwise, I don't think we need a whole bird centerpiece this year for a small gathering. A turkey breast is great. You can slow roast it. It stays really tender. It serves like 3 to 4. So you'll have just enough for leftover sandwiches if you want.
And you can see more tips on how to make those delicious sides from Serena Wolf on our website right now at thejamtvshow.com. Now, if cooking is not your thing, try takeout. Boy, I missed those consonants up. Try takeout is what I meant to say. Vloggers, the Black Foodies, shared some of their favorite options for Thanksgiving with Chicago Food to Go.
Today, we decided to go to one of our go-to spots here in the city of Chicago. The place is called Just Turkey. It is Thanksgiving 365 days a year here. They have turkey, everything on the menu.
Now I'm going to start off with this turkey lasagna, and it looks really, really good.
It really does.
Cheesy, and this sauce, yummy. Has spinach and cottage cheese in here. This is what you got to get. Now let's show them some more turkey goodness.
Absolutely. And everybody loves Italian beef. They have an Italian turkey here that is a gobble-licious piece of delight. And I'm about to take a big bite right now. Wow. The jardiniere is absolutely on point. The turkey is tender and the bread is dipped. What more can you ask for? And Just Turkey is the originator of the turkey tips. And I'm about to dig in right now and have a succulent bite. This sauce is definitely the boss, and the turkey is absolutely tender. Once again, gobble, gobble-licious. And now on to the grand finale. Everybody loves turkey legs, and nobody does them the way they do at Just Turkey. It is just absolutely phenomenal, fantastic, and like we say, Thanksgiving 365 days here at Just Turkey. Wow. Tender, cooked to perfection, and something I'm going to just be totally stingy with. You cannot have one bite. It's all mine. And due to the COVID-19 restrictions with dining in the state of Illinois, make sure you come out and support your local restaurants and give Just Turkey a try. All things turkey, Thanksgiving 365 days a year. Hashtag Chicago Food to Go.
Yeah, Just Turkey at about 43rd and Cottage Grove. And we got a Thanksgiving Day special Chicago Food to Go coming up on Sunday, 11:30 on CW26, 10:30 a.m. right here on the U. Felicia.
Okay, if I couldn't get any hungrier, it just happened.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, John. Okay, coming up, one of the stars of Hamilton explains how you can see your favorite Broadway actors this holiday season. We're back in 90 seconds.
I can be grumpy and moody, so of course, you're a mean one. Mr. Grinch.
Oh, probably.
Nice.
That's cute.
3 different teams of the nation's top designers and renovators working in the miniature space.
I have tiny pie tins.
I'm a miniaturist. I got this.
Compete to create unbelievable Christmas-themed masterpieces from scratch in the ultimate building battle.
Here's the thing. We have to win.
Who doesn't love a little competition around the holidays? Well, Tony Award-winning actor James Monroe Iglehart is hosting a new holiday series called Biggest Little Showdown and is joining me to talk all about it. Thank you so much for being here, first of all.
Please, my pleasure. Thank you, Amy. How you doing?
Great. When I first heard about this, I assumed it was going to be something musically inclined, but it's not. We're talking about houses.
No, we are talking about houses, real houses, but just tiny houses. There's a thing called miniaturists, and these miniaturists, these amazing artists, they build essentially doll houses, but not your average Barbie Mattel type of house. We're talking about if you were able to shrink yourself down in real life, you can live in these houses. That's how much detail is put into this.
So how did you get involved with this?
Actually, it's so funny. We're in the business of entertainment, and one of those moments of being nice to the right people. I was doing a TV show, and a friend of mine on the show, his wife happens to be one of the producers on the show. They mentioned me. We got to talking. My agent got involved. Next thing you know, I'm hosting Biggest Little Christmas Showdown on HGTV.
That is really cool. Okay, so explain to everybody how this works. They have to come up with these minimal houses, correct?
On each episode, we have 3 teams of amazing miniaturists from around the country, and they are given a Christmas theme, and they have to build a house to that theme. And it could be Charles Dickens, it could be retro, but they have to build a house to that. And so the winner of that particular episode moves on to the finale, and those 3 teams, those last 3 teams, compete for a prize worth $50,000. Pretty packed with some amazing talent, amazing judges, and a host from Broadway.
And a host, just a host from Broadway. Tony Award-winning host from Broadway, that is.
Hey.
Did you learn a lot about tiny houses in this, or is this something you already knew quite a bit about?
I knew the world existed, but I didn't know how vast the world was. I come from the world of musical theater and comic books, and so I go to Comic-Con every year, and it's humongous. Miniaturists, their world is just as big. They have just as many artists, they have just as many fans, and I learned so much by watching them and by studying up on the show and how deep they get. I mean, these folks literally make a table out of nothing, and it's just as sturdy, just as cool, just as beautiful as a real size table. And they're so interested in scale, like things being to scale, like that wouldn't fit in a real room, so why would you put it in this room? That kind of thing. It's really, really cool.
How are things looking in the Broadway world, in any sort of theatrical performances? Are you hearing about anything potentially coming up somehow?
Yes, in different ways. Like Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, we're going to have, I believe, Jagged Little Pill, Hamilton, and Ain't Too Proud are all performing. We just can't perform in buildings right now. But the community doesn't want to bring people back until we can put everybody in a building safely. Once you can put everybody in the building safely, then we will. But you'll never stop the Broadway community from performing. We'll always be singing. We'll always be dancing. We will find a place. We'll set up some lights. We'll set up some cameras, and you will see us performing. It doesn't matter whether we're on HGTV or on the street. That's just how dedicated Broadway is.
Follow James on social media and watch the holiday series, Biggest Little Christmas Showdown, this Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, 'tis the season to show off your holiday lights. We want to spread holiday cheer with all of you. And if you're like me and planning to get your tree and house ready this weekend, snap a photo or video and share it with us at CW26Chicago.com. We're partnering with ComEd's Energy Efficiency Program to bring you holiday lights. We'll feature your images on air and on our social media. Hope to see you there. CW26Chicago.com. We'll be right back.
All right, you are either going to see your family in person tomorrow in a small group or virtually, and we're supposed to spend the whole day explaining what we're thankful for. Blah, boring. So today, let's get some gripes out of the way. Let's gripe it and type ripe it. I don't know. Alicia, go first.
Okay, this is a tough one. All my family's watching, so I don't want to say too much, but it would be nice if maybe someone else would think about washing a dish or two. Other than that, my family's amazing. Those Lawrences, they always show up and show out. They're going to be a good time if only they wash a dish.
She's like putting a Band-Aid over it. I love it. Okay, my gripe. Don't gripe. Because I hate the negativity altogether, right? We all know what's going on in the world. Let's just back it up for a second and not focus on that for a hot second during our meal.
Yeah, don't gripe during the griping segment. Really clever. Deanna, what's up?
I'm just going to talk really quickly about presents or buying things. It's 2020. Why are the sticky price tags still on glass, on plastic, or anything? I have to take that off. I have to peel it off. I spend hours making sure, because I hate when there's like a little piece of paper stuck on something.
Yeah. That's a good gripe.
Why can't we get this over?
That's a good one. All right, speaking of gripes, I've got a whole book. All right, so both of my brothers, they're both good cooks. They're really good cooks, but like not in a fun way. They just talk to each other. Oh, what'd you do with that pork? Oh, the beef. I loved how you tenderize. Well, who cares? My sister-in-law's too nice. Sharon, she's always cleaning all the time, cleaning up after people. It makes me feel a little weird. I'm like, should I be doing that too? And Renee, we get it. You work in a COVID ward at Northwestern. Cool. I get to sit here in my guest bedroom and complain all day long. My dad doesn't drink enough. He's more fun when he drinks. My mom, too many pictures. Why do we want memory?
Oh, for a lot of folks out there, it's like a Friday night. It is actually Wednesday, but we are on the eve of Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us for the Jam tonight, everybody. I'm Amy Rutledge alongside John Hanson and Miss Felicia Lawrence.
Okay, so 2020's been rough, but look at this ornament my friends just sent me in the mail. This is a dumpster fire, and it says 2020 on it. Now, this is not a ploy to get you to buy these, but I love a good remembrance of a year. You know how you like have these that go around like,
Yeah.
oh,
Right.
2016, I have like a Cubs World Series ornament. How wonderful. Then we fell into a black hole for 4 years, and now we're going to get out of it after dumpster fire a year, and I'll always remember it.
Very cute, Darrington.
Cool. All right. What's up, D?
This is $1 trillion business. Less than 1% of the licenses right now go to African Americans and Latinos.
The new BET documentary Smoke sheds a light on the systemic racial issues embedded in our society when it comes to Black America and the war on drugs. Here to chat a little bit more about the film is Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx. Miss Kim Foxx, like I said, thank you so much for joining us. Let's dive right into the conversation. This is narrated, executive produced by rapper Nas, and it takes a deep dive into what this industry really is.
Yeah, it looks at the history of the war on drugs, particularly as it relates to marijuana, and the role of the criminal justice system in prosecutions and convictions that literally devastated many communities. And it highlights the work that we've done here in Illinois around marijuana legalization and the vacating of convictions.
4.3% of dispensaries are currently Black owned. What can we do as a community, as leaders are watching this perhaps, to get those numbers up a little bit?
Well, first we have to recognize that that number is too small, and that for all of the devastation that the war on drugs caused, that it is only right that we have greater minority participation. And during this pandemic, legal marijuana usage has skyrocketed and generated millions and millions of dollars. And so I think we have to demand as a public that that money goes back into the communities that have been devastated, and say that it is insufficient for the numbers to be what they are right now.
What do you hope people learn or gain from this documentary?
Yeah, I hope we do a deep dive into the history of marijuana usage as a country and the devastating, again, impact that the war on drugs has had on Black and Brown communities, and a sense of optimism of how we can right the wrongs of the past and how we can make sure that communities that have been disinvested in are part of the solution and the answer. And so I think it's going to be very informative and a call to action to make sure that our systems are fair and equitable.
State's Attorney, when we talk about this election, whether it is national, whether it is local, women in general had a super powerful voice. You know, how do we keep this momentum going? Because as the years go by, we have to make our voices heard.
You know, I think we have to just keep our foot on the gas. You know, Senator Kamala Harris, Vice President-elect, is in this documentary as well. And I think she serves as inspiration to how far women can go. And you look at women like Stacey Abrams, who helped flip Georgia. And it is demonstration of the role that women must play in our democracy to move us forward. And so I think we celebrate these wins, and then we recruit more women to get in and run for office. It is a deliberate effort to make sure we ask more women to run.
And speaking of women in office, this will be your second term as State's Attorney. What's one thing that you want to focus on in the coming years that you're like, hey, I want to change this, I want to keep working toward this?
You know, our work around mental health. Far too many people who come into our criminal justice system are struggling with issues of mental health, and the lack of resources in communities to deal with these issues is really having a toll on not just our justice system, but on families. And so we want to work with partners in the community to address mental health head on and deal with it in our communities and not in our criminal legal system.
Absolutely. State's Attorney Kim Foxx, thank you so much for joining us. For more information about the film Smoke, head over to BET.com, and to keep up with all the work State's Attorney Kim Foxx is doing and her team, of course, head over to cookcountystatesattorney.org.
Really interesting stuff, Deanna, there. Okay, so I got all four of you here because I'm about to tell you a story about why Thanksgiving is on the fourth Thursday of November, right? Because everyone wants to wonder this. But when I start doing history stories, I blab on forever. So we're going to put a 30-second clock here, and I have 30 seconds to tell you. And if you guys doze off, I'll just keep plowing. All right, you ready? Yeah. Here's why Thanksgiving is on the fourth Thursday in November. First of all, the first Thanksgiving was likely in October, but for Puritans, when they had it, Thursday was a really important day. The ministers used to gather and give sermons on Thursday afternoon, so that it makes sense. Why is it in November? Well, George Washington put it in November in the 1789 to honor the Constitution. Abraham Lincoln made it the last Thursday in November to celebrate the Civil War ending. But the big problem is that a lot of people that shop had less time to shop when it fell on November 30th, so they begged Franklin Roosevelt, and he worked with Congress to make it the fourth Thursday in November. Boom! Thank you. I got it.
That
You get
was
it?
kind of convoluted and way too many layers that did not flow together. There's no fabric in that history.
I don't think I learned anything.
It was just like
I was
information
just watching the
overload.
clock. I was just watching the
Well,
clock.
I only had 30 seconds. All right, let's put another 30 on. I'll go again.
No,
All right,
nope.
Say less. Say less.
Hey, let's move on to some more friendly Thanksgiving conversation, right? Okay, so we're going to have the family around for the holidays. If you are, and you want to avoid the potentially awkward topics, so we have got you covered. Here are some reasonably safe and potentially weird topics that you can pivot to if things at the table or via Zoom start going up.
Yeah, this is the first thing I'm going to talk about when my uncle starts jibber-jabbering over the virtual Zoom. All right, they found, this is really cool. So in Utah, there were, look at this thing, there were some sheep herders over helicopters just go wandering in a helicopter through the desert, and they spotted this shiny object. So they went down to look at it, and it's just a mysterious monolith that they think might be art that is just embedded in a canyon. Many people think it's an ode to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Some people think it could just be the top of a globe that like points out, and that's like the top of the earth, and the rest of the earth spins on it. But you can talk to your family and like, hypothesize what the monolith means. Huh? Isn't that cool? Nothing political about
like
that.
looks like some junk that was just left out, like fell off the truck or something.
By aliens?
So instead of talking politics, we'll talk aliens because that's a good idea.
Much better.
Always.
Okay, here's another story to distract your family from all of their drunk bickering. A New Jersey school board member resigns after a bathroom mishap in a Zoom meeting. These mishaps keep happening in Zoom meetings. There were 140 people on the call. She decided to go to the bathroom, and now she's out of her important job. All because she had to go relieve herself.
Yeah. You know what you could do is if you're in a virtual Thanksgiving room too, you could reenact it as well to kind of tell that story all as one, you know? You could be like, you'll never guess what happened. I'll demonstrate. That's
Okay,
funny
guys,
with more with you.
Or how about this? How about we talk about the world's most luxurious face masks? Okay, in Japan, there's one on sale for $9,600. The masks have crystals, diamonds, pearls, all handcrafted together to protect, obviously, your face. Now, another mask has over 300 crystals. It has like 0.7 carat diamonds. It has pearls from the bottom of the whatever. So, I mean, it's really cool. $9,600. For a bedazzled mask. You can go around showing off your masks.
Also, masks became political, so that ain't gonna work on my dad's side of the
family. Right, that's a very good point.
I just saw someone
never need it again too. So
I just saw someone post like, if masks work, why aren't they working? I was like, okay.
Yeah, all right. Not in this segment.
Okay, so wait, or we can talk about making Thanksgiving dinner, and there's a TikTok star who's going viral for her tips on easier Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, she takes mason jars and she puts the veggies in them with a little bit of water, and she puts them in the dishwasher and runs them with the dishes, and apparently they cook to perfection.
Oh, yeah, that's wholesome.
Well, A, not time-saving, B, not efficient, and 3, just stupid.
Well, now you got to run the dishwasher twice to cook the food and to eat and to clean the dishes.
And then to clean the dishes. Thank you.
I'm just going to speak out for all that do not have a dishwasher because my house is from like the 19 whatevers and we don't have a dishwasher. So no.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
No.
You want
we have to wash by hand.
The best part about putting together this segment was how hard it was to find non-controversial stories on the internet. we were like looking for hours for nothing that wasn't political and wasn't religious based. So we did it. We got support for you.
And with that, when we come back, things are getting magical with magician Justin Willman. Stay right there.
Before the pandemic, Justin Willman was selling out shows across the country, and staying home hasn't changed that. Now forced to do his magic at home, thousands and thousands tune in for his new show, Magic for Humans at Home. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's good to be here. Hello. Hi, Chicago.
Hey, love how you pivot. You pivot well.
Well, you know, it's like a pivot out of necessity. I don't think I realized until the pandemic how much of my mental and emotional well-being depends on performing. And I don't know if that's a healthy thing, but I realized after not being on stage for it only took a couple weeks, I was kind of getting stir crazy. I was like, I need applause. I need approval. So this was the way to seek that. And I think it's a very cathartic experience. People need a little bit of an escape.
Yeah. So what are you doing for us now?
What am I doing? Well, I would love to show you. I mean, listen, doing magic on Zoom, at first you might think, how's that work? But you can kind of do perspective tricks. Like an AirPod, it looks like it gets tiny when you hold it kind of far away. If I hold it up close to the camera, it looks like it gets huge. Now that's not magic per se. It's kind of a perspective illusion.
Wow.
But that's weird. I brought something for you guys. Okay. This is a luggage tag. This was a gift from my dad for my birthday. Now, this past July. Now, it's a weird gift to get your son luggage tags in the middle of a pandemic, a gift he can't use. But my wife and I have actually been inspired by this to plan a vacation, the vacation that we're going to take when we can take a vacation eventually. And we found that the planning of a vacation is often just as cathartic as taking it. So let's plan an imaginary vacation right now. Felicia, okay. Where are we going?
Oh, Paris.
Paris. Beautiful. Okay. John, is that what you would have said? It looked like you would be like, no, Paris.
No, I'd go somewhere else, but I like Paris.
Where would you have gone, John? I'm just curious.
I'd go to Vancouver.
Okay, wow, I'm glad I didn't ask you. Okay, Paris it is. Vancouver. I want to go somewhere colder than Chicago.
Right?
So we're going to Paris. This is great. Amy, we're taking an airline that's never been taken before because you're about to invent it. You own this airline. What's it called?
She's great at improv, folks.
Yeah, sorry.
Quentin Air, her son's in there.
Champagne.
Okay.
Champagne Airline? Champagne Air.
Oh, yeah.
Champagne Air. Named after the French champagne or Champagne Urbana?
Nah, we'll go with the French champagne. Yeah.
Okay, so we're taking Champagne Air to Paris. John, we have a +1. We can take anybody, some fascinating celebrity, living or dead, it doesn't matter, we're making this up. Who would you like to sit next to and pick their brain?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Of course.
Cool. And I take it now, of course, that is not what Felicia would have said, but it's okay. No. Is he a Teddy Roosevelt?
He was going to say George Washington or Abraham Lincoln or FDR. He was going to say something like that.
We're going to Paris on Champagne Air. We're taking Teddy Roosevelt. Now, this would be an amazing trip, right? Yeah. Planning the trip, like I said, is often just as cathartic as the actual trip taking. My dad got me this luggage tag, and it was used, which I thought was a little cheap at first. It was kind of a vintage thing. It had somebody else's information on the inside. I didn't know what it meant until right now, actually. Check out whose luggage tag this was. It belonged to Teddy Roosevelt.
What? Oh, my gosh.
On a flight aboard Champagne Air, traveling to Paris.
Wow. What?
Then to Vancouver, of course. A little bit of something for everybody
there.
We're
going to go past it and then come back. Got it.
We're going to go past and come back. We'll loop-de-loop. See, it all comes together.
Justin, I'm beginning to see why you sell so many tickets for people to watch this. It's so well put together. This is awesome.
So fun. It's so fun. Magic for Humans at Home. People can get tickets at magicforzoom.com. And it's kind of an hour of mind-blowing awesomeness, and this is perfect for a little Thanksgiving hangover this Saturday. We're going to do another brand new show for Christmas. So I'm excited to have people come on over to my house in the safest way possible.
Yes. And I love that you get so many people involved, too. That's really cool.
It's very, very interactive. Not only people, but I get my 2-year-old son, Jackson. He's in the show, mood permitting, but he's often in the show, and he's very adorable. I mean, it's really, we kind of pull back the curtain of what you think of about a magic show. Normally it's mysterious and smoke and mirrors, but, you know, there's no mystery. This is my dining room. There's my kitchen. Ta-da.
Amazing. Yeah. Ta-da. Well, that was awesome. The live event is this Saturday, November 28th. You can keep up with everything he's got going on his website and, of course, his social media handles. You'll see there on your screen. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. See you in Paris.
For the past 20 years, when I start shopping for my mother, she tells me the same thing every year, 6 words: go to Nordstrom, figure it out. This year, I decided to get Nordstrom on the horn with me to help me through this, different holiday season. Jackie Gamble of Nordstrom is here. Jackie, thanks for sharing some time with us. And yeah, it's a different year, but we can still find inspiration at Nordstrom.
Absolutely. The first thing that we've introduced this year is our free gifting experts. You can access these gifting experts in store or online. You can chat with them live, tell them who's on your list, and they can curate some great gifts so you can get that good gift for mom like she told you to.
Yeah, and that's usually what happens. I just go to a worker at Nordstrom and they help me in the right direction. So you're telling me I can do it online. That's awesome. And I know that you guys have always been big about giving back too. And I imagine that's part of your plan this holiday season as well.
Oh, absolutely. We've got some really great opportunities to help give back. The first is probably one of my favorite. We told Santa that he might not be able to chat with as many people live this year because they might not feel comfortable coming in stores. And Santa said, no problem. Let's set up some virtual calls. So you can book a virtual call with Santa, and 100% of your proceeds are going to go back to 2 organizations. The first is Operation Warm, where you're going to be giving a brand new winter coat to a child in need. The second organization is Big Brothers Big Sisters. So that's a really great way to give back and make sure that your kids still have that holiday experience with Santa. A couple other different experiences that we have is we have holiday breakfasts where you can come into select Nordstrom stores, and again, your proceeds are going to go back to Operation Warm. So this year, the Bliss Plush Throw is one of the perfect gifts to give to probably everyone on your list. It's super cozy. It comes in a ton of different colors. It's $39, and again, the proceeds are going to go back to Operation Warm. So while you're super cozy at home, you can know that a child has a brand new winter coat because of you.
All right, so you're talking about safe experience. The virtual thing certainly is that, but for folks still going in the store, I imagine it's all the precautions that we're kind of used to at this point.
We're requiring face masks at all of our locations. We've also reset some of our stores to make sure that we're practicing safe social distancing. And then I talked about some of our services. I mean, contactless curbside is so super easy. You buy something online, you pick it up, you stay in your car, and again, this year, all you have to say is that you want your packages gift wrapped, and it's free gift wrapping for all contactless curbside pickups. We're super excited about it. We know making the holiday season a little bit easier for you is the way we want to go and to help everyone out there.
And I want to repeat that. So it's all gift wrapped if you're doing the pickup in the car and all that, right?
In store as well as curbside pickup, all you have to do is select gift wrapping and we'll bring it out wrapped for you.
And by the way, Nordstrom wrappers are the best in the business. Trust me, I've utilized that service many times before. All right, all sorts of great things. Where can people find more information if they're curious?
All you have to do is go to Nordstrom.com and click on the holiday gift icon, and it'll bring up great gift giving items, some inspiration for gift giving, as well as where you can donate and you can be part of any of these virtual experiences.
Well, there you have it. During this break, all of us are going to be getting ready for game night because it's Wednesday and that's how we get down on the jam. This time we're playing the 5-second game, Thanksgiving edition. We'll be right back.
Daniel. I had a little dreidel.
Ah, yes. Dreidel. That's all I know.
Are there others? How many are there? Are there a lot of songs?
Officially, I don't know. There's an Adam Sandler one that everyone else knows.
See, that's what I mean. I thought for a second I was being
a traditional hymn by Adam Sandler.
Okay. Everyone's been waiting on this. It's game night, baby. It's game night. Game time. We are playing the 5-second game, and it is Thanksgiving edition. Amy, you're up first. You got 5 seconds to name this category, okay? Name 3 brands of turkeys.
Butterball. Ooh, that's Tyson?
Hormel? Or is that ham?
That's ham.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Give me the
way,
easy one, please.
That wasn't 3. I know. That was a hard one. Okay, John. Oh, John.
Yeah.
Name 3 types of pies.
Pumpkin, cherry, apple, French silk. Extra credit for
Apple,
key lime.
French silk?
5. Yeah, apple, comma, French silk
I was like,
pie.
apple, French silk. Got it.
That was good though.
Guys,
You got me
I'm
a
getting
pie
nervous.
question. That was good.
I'm getting nervous. Oh my goodness.
Okay, Deanna, I got you. 3 stores to shop on Black Friday.
Oh, Best Buy, Target, and Nordstrom.
Oh, there it is.
You did there.
Okay, here we go, Amy. Name 3 gravy ingredients.
Corn. You guys are doing this on purpose. Cornstarch, water, turkey.
Turkeys and
The
gravy?
person that doesn't cook.
The juice, the turkey juice.
The jus. It is like a jus. It's a brine. It's a.
I honestly have no idea what gravy is. I will smother on everything and I don't know.
And like the juices from the bird.
Yeah, it's like meat juice.
Bird
Meat
juices?
juice, and it's just done.
Oh, God. Next.
Okay.
You guys are being mean to me on purpose because I win this one all the time.
John, name 3 things that are orange.
Amy's dress, a pumpkin, and this prop. The James logo. Weeknights at 6 on the U. We'll see you tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
It looks